Hello, beautiful souls. Firstly, I'd like to apologise about the quality of my camera. I am getting that sorted. I haven't done a video in a while because I've not been too sure what to talk about, and I've been talking with my godmother, and she mentioned something really cool, like a cool subject to talk about, and the subject is what I have learned or am learning about what it is to be human. That is humongous. That's a big thing to tackle, I guess, because I am only 30, and we're all at different stages in our lives. So, my life being 30, what have I learnt about being human? Whoa. Well, you can make mistakes over and over and over and over and over again. That is okay, because if you're learning from your mistakes, hopefully they're not the same mistakes, but if they are, that's cool, because you're human. As long as you're learning something from them, and you can learn to be better from that mistake. I used to have, maybe sometimes still as well, have problems with making mistakes, maybe a bit of a perfectionist. I'm learning that making mistakes is a good thing. We're taught that it's a bad thing, but if we make a mistake and then we get told or we learn how to do it, that's all a process of learning. Like, I suppose this being human is a process of learning how to talk, learning how to converse, learning how to talk to one another, to deliver things in a way that is clear and concise. Some people may think that you're coming off too strong, or some people may think that you're being rude, or some people think that there's an ego or an arrogance about it, where in actual reality that not might be the case at all. It could be something that their internal monologue is internalizing and trying to connect the patterns and everything to figure out what you're saying or doing or whatever. So, yeah, mistakes are what make us human. I think, like I said before, learning from your mistakes is a good thing, because you're learning, you're being able to build up the knowledge and build up the experiences and build up a sense of resilience as well, in a way. Yeah, mistakes is a big one, but it's also a bit of a contradiction as well, because there can be a mistake that leads to something really horrendous, and then it has a domino effect, and you don't want that. You just want to be able to put your thoughts and your energy into good, positive things. Yeah, mistakes is a huge one to start on, if I'm being honest, and that's a bit of an obstacle for me, and I'm still working on that. So, I've gotten a lot better. How are you with, like, making mistakes? Do you beat yourself up and oh my god, I'm worthless, I'm useless, oh, I can't do anything right? Because I used to be like that. I did. There are some moments where it creeps back in, and that's when, you've had a bad day or something, or things, are piling up, and then all the nitty gritty things start to come through, and it's like, no, I'm fine, I'm okay. Like, I was working at work, believe it or not. I work at a cafe, and the customer, she asked me, she goes, "So how are you?" And I said, "I'm really well, thank you for asking. I've got able limbs, I've got 2 legs, I've got 2 arms, I can speak, I can breathe properly, I can see, I've got all my senses and everything and more." And I think it's a bit of a perspective change as well. Like, she said to me, "Wow, if everyone had the same attitude, we'd be a lot more happier." And I've had people ask me if I put it on, or if I bounce off other people. I'm a very energetic person, and I can bounce off your energies as well, but it's not fake. When I'm in that heightened state, I guess, it's not fake. It's not put on or anything like that. It's real. And I see that it affects people in a good way. There'd be a team and someone could be really tired because they've just gotten to work or something, but I'm there in the morning, and I'm a morning and a night person. I don't know what that's called. Just an all-rounder. And it's, let's get this party started. We're going to have a good day. We're going to have a good day, because if you're going to say you're going to have a bad day, you're going to have a bad day. So say you're going to have a good day. You're going to have a good day. Like today, I did a mantra before work, like a little meditation. And it was a guided one on YouTube. And the guided meditation mantra was, "I am going to accept all the possibilities of today." And I just kept saying that over and over in my head, because that's what it asked. And I accepted all the possibilities of today. And today was tremendous. Today was such a good day at work. It was flowed. Everyone was having a great time. Some of the customers even came back because of our energy at work. It was contagious. The whole entire center was buzzing where we were. So energy is a thing. It is definitely a thing, and it is part of being human as well. And it's up to you how you use your energy. Because no one can tell you how to use your energy. No one. No one has that right to tell you how to use your energy. It's up to you. And I think we're so caught up on people telling us what to do or suggesting things, because it does come from a place of love and care as well. But sometimes you've got to do what's right for you, and that's okay. And that is totally fine. You've got to do what's right for you, but try not to hurt the people that you care about, or people in general in the process. Try and do it in a way that is not ego-based, is just, your way of doing it as well. Look, there I am telling you what to do. Never mind. We'll zip that. You do you. Another thing about, I think, what I've learnt about being human is that there's so many questions we have. I have so many questions. Like I've said previously, I watch all these Sumerian tablets, all the ancient Egypt, ancient Greece. You've got Göbekli Tepe, Angkor Wat, all the ancient sites. Like, there's so much knowledge that we've not been told, and I think that's another thing as well. Knowledge, being human, people do have a thirst for knowledge. We all have a thirst for knowledge. I'm sure we all want to know why the hell we're here, or what were the preceding events that brought us here. And I'm not talking about hundreds of years, I'm talking about millennia. I mean, how did humans get here? How did humans become humans? Like, were we derived from the apes? Or did we crash land? Or do we have certain, alien DNA? Like, there's so many possibilities, and I think that's what fuels me, because I actually don't know any of the answers, but I've been lucky enough to have been given these gifts of these intuition, of channeling of, it's difficult to label them, of feeling, of emotion, of being able to invoke things, being able, with the goosebumps, being able to go, thank you, that was my confirmation, or oh my god, I felt that energy. You know, the tappings on the shoulders, who else gets those? Who else gets taps on the shoulders or taps on their bodies? I get it all the time, and it's like, what is that? What is that? People might think I'm going to be crazy when I'm about to say this, but I actually have heard my voice being whispered. Just Mark, that's it. That is it. As clear as day, like that. Mark, what was that? Or who was that? And that's that human reaction, like, whoa, what the? And then there was a part of me that goes, it's fine. It's fine. It is a-okay. Look, I'm still here. I'm still alive and well and breathing. So maybe it's, you know, a multiverse me or a multiverse person being able to break that barrier, or it's just so many possibilities. Like, I am a walking contradiction because I really, I don't know what to believe, in all honesty, about the multiverse. Is there a reptilian species on the planet? Are there secret government facilities and all this? You know, there's just so much. I mean, talking about secret government facilities with, you know, the aliens, with the secret knowledge, with it all. So let's just keep questioning. Let's just keep asking the questions. Ask your question. Ask a question that you want to ask. And don't care what anyone thinks about it. I have so many questions. So if you have some facts or some knowledge, I will be glad to hear it. Very, very glad to hear it. So please, please enlighten me. You know, symbols. You know, symbols are a massive thing as well. Like the Ankh, like yin yang, like the tree of life, like the Om symbol, the cross, for example. This symbol that's, I forgot what it's called, but on my ring, you know, there's got to be some form of something to do with it. Like, why do we have symbols? And then I go to myself and I go, because symbols, either when they're activated, they enhance, they protect, they do all manner of things. I know this is a bit of a ramble, but this is all just coming off the top of my head. Yeah, like, it's just so interesting. There's so many questions. I could just continue asking all these different questions. Going back to human as well, being human, what I've learned is love. Just love. You know, starting these videos has actually sparked something within me. It sparked something, you know, to find like-minded people, to find people who will go, oh my god, thank you so much, like, I'm not alone. None of us are alone. None of us are alone. I was talking to someone today about experiences, and no one can tell you that your experience isn't real, because that's your experience and it's real to you. So therefore, it's real. And that goes with everything, whether it be aliens, whether it be spiritual, whether it be whatever. Lights in the sky, you know, voices in your head. I'm talking nice voices in your head as well, not crazy ones. But also, yeah, it's your journey, so it's your experience. I'm very hard on myself, as I'm sure most of us are, and I think we need to change that. As soon as we think of a bad thing about ourselves, I think we need to try and switch that up and think positive. Like, there's I think he's a Chinese teacher who is teaching his children, and it is like a science experiment as well as just an experiment in itself. And he says to the children, now we'll talk bad and horrible and negative to this rice in this jar, and then they talk the complete opposite to the other rice in the other jar, and the negative rice starts to grow mold in a week, something like that. And then the other jar is fine. It's still fine. So our words are powerful. Our words are very, very powerful. And I think we need to choose our words carefully as well. Choose our words carefully, because we have power. We have power more than we realize. We have power. And definitely need to choose our words carefully, because some words cut and some words linger and stay there for a very, very long time. I know from experience. You know, I had someone say to me the other day, "Oh, why do you believe in all this stuff?" And I just thought, well, because why not? And they couldn't come back to that because of my reaction. Because why not? They couldn't say anything. Like I mentioned, we were talking about, I think we were talking about witchcraft and stuff like that, or witches, or Salem witch trials. Oh, well, why is it called spelling? Why is it called broadcasting? Casting, spelling. It's very, very interesting. You know, there's in the I believe it's in law. They've got the Black Book, which is like the Black Grimoire. So it's all woven in. It's subtle, but it's all woven in. All aspects of belief, of culture, of all of this, it's all woven in everywhere. And I find that fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. I believe in magic, because magic is in the eyes of the beholder. A sunset could be magical. A waterfall could be magical. You know, science. Is science just renamed science because it was magic? There's two chemicals and they mixed, and then something different happened. Oh my God, that's magic. It's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. I believe us humans are a very complex species, very powerful. We have forgotten our power, we have forgotten our knowledge, but we will get it back. Through these conversations, through the questions that we're asking, let's all converse together. Let's all just connect. Let's connect, let's have these conversations. We'll learn from one another, and the more we learn, the more knowledge we have. And the more knowledge we have, the more power we gain. So we'll stand in our power, we will stand in our confidence, and we will stand in tune and align with ourselves. And it will be the greatest feeling we could possibly ever feel, possibly ever imagine. So I'm going to stop that rambling. Thank you for taking the time out of your day, night or morning to watch this. I do appreciate it. If you guys have any ideas on what I could possibly talk about in the next video, please don't hesitate to let me know. If you have any questions, if you have anything to tell me, please tell me. Yeah, I'm just really, really happy that these videos are reaching people, and people have been connecting with me and commenting and even sending me messages, which I really do appreciate, because this is why I've started these videos. We have lost a connection as a species, and we can get it back, and we will get it back. So I'd like to thank you again for watching these videos, and please, please do not hesitate to message me, because I will message you back. It's why I've started them. Thank you so much.